So we're gonna chalk up one of those units as a craft unit, and it's mostly like there's probably 500 plus items. So we figure, I mean, on the very low retail, you're talking 50 cents an item. I think we're gonna make a lot more than that. So I mean, conservatively, we're gonna say 250 value on that unit. There's some bigger items that we pulled out of there too that are obviously worth a lot more than $1, but you know, everything's kind of subjective to who's buying. But I do think we're going to do a lot more than that, but we'll just chalk the 250 onto our tally, and we'll go through some of the bigger items in the piles here and add that stuff too. So but let's get right into it. So like, for example, something like this, you know what I mean, like $10 probably at the flea market, something like that. Nothing too crazy, but not a bad item. Like, yeah, like this is from the craft unit, I think. Yeah, you know, like this stuff is cheap stuff, but, you know, a couple bucks a piece. It all adds up. And this is why I didn't want to really get too much into that unit. It's just mostly stuff like this. Brand new cake pans, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's all stuff that sells. It's not like super high value or high ticket stuff, but still cool, you know? For us, we have a good market for tag sale, flea market items, you know? So I'm never sad to see it, but it's, you know, obviously not the most fun stuff. Like, here's a little bit more from that. This is all stuff from that craft unit that we were talking about. Everything's like pretty new, you know, brand new cupcake sleeves. It's like it was like a bakery that went out of business, so there's like a bunch of food cutting items. There's some, you know, like these little cake things. I don't know if these are edible or what. Yeah, I got it. These are crazy. Frosted cookie monster. That stuff will get thrown away, but you get the idea. Like a lot of random stuff. This is a whole set of like condiment holders and condiments and random stuff like that, and we're gonna go through that. Nothing super exciting. I'm trying to get us down to some more of the fun unit. Alright, a little bit more brand new flea market tag sale stuff. Tablecloths, whatever, a couple bucks, a buck a piece, whatever. $10 for the pile. We'll get into this bin. This bin looks like there's some random stuff in here. This is from that first unit that we paid a lot for. Got a Sports Illustrated, whatever. I mean, a lot of this kind of stuff too, just paperwork, it looks like. Personal stuff. Personal stuff. Personal stuff. Recipes. Metallica. Burn CD. Don't let them see it, dude. They'll come after you. There'll be another Napster all over again. Yo, this pile, there's more. I mean, like, this is from that same cake unit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Probably like that. Some of it's going to be trash, some of it's going to be new stuff. Like, these are all, that's actually like a frosting thing.
Did it melt?
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like a cake decoration.
Right,
I think those are made out of frosting.
Right.
So those are probably trash, you know what I mean? I mean, you could try to sell them, I don't care. Right. No, I get what you're saying. So we got here. Looks like a mix.
I mean, the series was running through the flea market at one time, and it goes and all the
Yeah, flea market, tag sale, you know, down the line. 90s stuff. Not anything too exciting. Not quite old enough, not new enough. If you know this business, you end up with a lot of papers and trash, stuff like that. Baseball. It's always crazy to me that somebody leave all of these pictures behind, you know? Unless they like passed away or something. Slipknot with biscuit. Don't know. We do have a plan of trying to save as much change and buy a locker with the chain. I think that'd be a fun little challenge. And all the change we get out of units, just buy a whole locker. Let's see, this is kind of cool. A nostalgia popcorn maker. Looks pretty clean, pretty new in the box. Not new, but used but clean. don't know what that's worth. We can take a little quick little look. Let's see. Looks like somebody took best offer, 65 or best offer. Not many of them on here. There you go, 40 bucks, 38.80. We just call it 30 bucks. Not too bad. I'm putting this over here. A popcorn maker. I think these are the last 4 totes from that one expensive unit. So these 2 boxes, 2 totes. Hopefully we find something good in here. We did, I feel like, find enough to at least make our money back. You know, granted that's not always the play, but in this business you take a gamble, and sometimes you hit a home run and sometimes you don't, right? If we would have gotten that Xbox One, if it was in the box like you would think it would be, then, you know, we'd be over, you know, we'd be in the profit probably around 200 bucks. So we would have like made easy 200 bucks on that unit, but it was not in there, so we just go from there. Not a big deal. Some posters, nothing anything exciting. Everything just go in the trash. They're a little too ruined unless there's something cool or unique. These just look like replica posters of famous art. Trash. Christmas stuff. Cookbooks. New flea market box down here. I know some cookbooks can be really good, but I'm not really worried about it too much. I keep a lot of the rags, we use them around the shop. I'm just glad that wasn't all paperwork, right? So, trash. Throw pillows. Photo albums. I think I'm going to take this box and make it the photo album box for these guys. Oh, there we go. Cool. Something. A little DS Lite with Super Mario Bros. In it. Not in the best shape, but we got power. That's cool. That's a good little find. I needed that. That's probably, I don't know what they sell for right now, 80 bucks or something with the game. Yeah, we probably have the charger. I did save a bunch of chargers. This thing weighs a ton. Heavy ass lamp. It can go in the scrap metal. This is heavy. I don't know what's in here, but just more Sports Illustrated. More magazines. Anything cool? Just some new old Sports Illustrated. '2004 yearbook. That's all right. Somebody will want that for a few bucks. Union Patriots Super Bowl Champions book. I don't know what that is. Probably 10 bucks. Some of this stuff will go in the trash. This can get thrown away. Man, we got hints of a video game collection in almost every box out of this unit, but nothing big. So we think that they might have kind of quickly went through their stuff and taken it and moved on. We're just gonna repack some of these photo albums to get them out of the way. Maybe they didn't have room in there. It's crazy to me to see so many photos left behind. But again, maybe they just didn't value them, or they passed away or something. And whoever had the unit afterwards just didn't care. And we're gonna have more clothing, it looks like. More clothing to go through. Go on our clothing pile. So other than like the DS, man, a lot of trash and personal items and flea market stuff. Nothing crazy, nothing exciting, unfortunately. But you know, that's the risk you take in this business. You never know what you're gonna get out of it. You never know what you're gonna find. Again, this looks like a lot of photos. I just want to make sure there's no like hidden money or anything. There we go. See, like, this is why we're going to go through these bins of clothing. Because, I mean, this is pretty good. A little stained up. But it's an older New Jersey Devils. Like a practice jersey. I don't think it's like a brand. Oh, it is. It's CCM. It's older, though. It needs to be cleaned up. There's some blood on it. But it's a hockey jersey. The Bruins one down here. This one's got autographs all over it. Here's the Bruins. Don't recognize anybody's signature here. But again, I'll go through that a little bit better later. Found a couple hockey jerseys. Cool. One of them's like a signed Bruins jersey, but We both know how that goes. Trying to figure out who the fuck signed it. So
Right.
who signed? It was like impossible.
Nowadays with AI and reverse image and all that.
Right. Yo, did this big U-Haul box come from that? Did that one come from the expensive unit?
I don't know, to be honest. It could have came from. I mean, once you popped it open, then well.
This is all, aside from the shelving stuff, this probably can go right into the flea market, or, you know what I mean? So, right? You agree with me that most of this stuff is probably going to go right into the flea market stuff? Yeah, that's just like, I don't know if you want to sort it better. But this stuff is going to end up probably just being flea market stuff. Like this one's got brand new like ball jars and stuff in it. Random shit like that. Some of it's definitely like tag sale, but you know what I mean? It's like, do we just run the, or do you repack it? I don't know. Did you go through a lot of that stuff already? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy, right? Because it's like, you open it up and you're like, this is like all cheap stuff, you know?
Right.
Well, I kind of, you know, there's like, I did it in my head, like, you know, everything's 50 cents a piece. You know what I mean? And there's 500 items, so that's $250. And then there's going to be stuff that's better than that, you know what I mean? But
Right.
that's just like doing like a quick, an idea of value, you know what I mean? Like volume value, I guess.
I can't believe this food lasted in here.
But I mean, that unit was pretty clean.
Right.
Like, this is a good box. This is full of like, you know, $3 to $5 flea market stuff, you know what I mean? Like maybe even a little more. There's like a double, like a brand new pan in here, and I don't know, you know what I mean? Stuff that sells, like cooking stuff. This one you should look at. Just this one would probably just, actually you could probably just send this one.
Yeah,
You can look at it. It's like,
no,
it's just like new stuff, you know what I mean?
Right, no, that's the kind of stuff. So there's like some Halloween stuff, but it's all like cheap Halloween stuff.
Yeah, like super cheap stuff. It's more just cheaper. It's like this Valentine's too. It's all this like Family Dollar. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's the same
I
idea.
want to bring all this stuff down here so I can work.
Well, why don't you just leave it there and go through it now?
Because it's like all
Yo, so that big box, that's a home run box.
Yeah?
Did you even peek in it?
No, I was full. I got, every time I peeked, I got, you know.
Look what it is.
All kick cans.
Yeah, it's a good box.
Right.
You know, as long as they're not too bent up, you know what I mean?
Right. So,
They're at $5 a piece at least.
right. So, would this be?
I don't think I'm Brimfield at that.
Right.
You know, like there's some of these are
Well,
would be more
good for
the flea market.
the other, right?
But you know, like something like this, I would look up Nordic wear.
Throw that right on the table, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
if this could be $20 alone, it, you know, it could retail for like $50. You just don't know, right? And like, Yeah, we'll just throw this right on the table too. This is a good flea market box though. Yeah, it's like $100 box. Easy. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I'm getting there.
Now you're
I just
thinking
had to,
like
I had to move it once,
Now
you
you're
know?
thinking like me, you know? Now you're thinking like a creep.
Let's look this thing up real quick. There you go. This is what they're selling for though. $23. Not bad. 23 plus 11.65 shipping. $10 plus 21 shipping. So about 30 bucks, I would say, roughly. We'll call it 20. So that whole box, I'd say 120 bucks for that whole box of cake. We're gonna start ripping through these bags of clothing, donating what we don't think we can sell, and keeping the better stuff to try to make a couple bucks on. This pile here has already been gone through in another video. This is stuff that I'm saving for Brimfield. We're gonna do like a cool $5 tent where like all of the vintage clothing in the tent is $5. I have the privilege of getting a like 15 by 15 tent pretty cheap, so we're just gonna run it and try to make a couple bucks and get rid of some stuff. That'll be at the July Brimfield in Crystal Brook. But we're gonna go through some of this stuff now. I know these are some totes. They're probably not gonna be the greatest stuff, but you never know. I don't know why they stuff bags of clothes in totes, but you know, to each their own. And again, we're just looking for print tees and it's just saleable items, you know, like I'm not gonna take nasty underwear, things like that. Like this guy's saleable, little teddy bear. Go over there. Like this is a new era beanie. This is saleable. Another teddy bear. This one's got a bunch of teddy bears in it. I don't think these are anything super exciting. Gaffa. I don't know what that is. This is all like saleable items, you know. Tag sale, flea market. I think this guy is supposed to look like that. Yeah, he's got like little, like he's fake, like he's beat up. I don't know if this is anything special. Teddy's Teddy, 100th anniversary. He's got his new tags. I mean, I'm never upset to see a bag full of new plush over some crap clothing. So, because this is definitely trash or donation. I don't see anything good in here, worthwhile. We got one more little stuffed animal here. What's up? This is just underwear and nastiness. That's a good little beanie too. There's a saleable beanie, Columbia. Adidas saleable. NFL shirt saleable. You know what's cool about that bag, other than it being all underwear?
No.
All these a lot of these stuffed animals that were in there are like new at tag.
Nice.
It's all good flea market shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
A couple bucks anyways. What do you think of something like this, trash? What do you think? Yeah? Oh yeah, it's got like stains on it. Nasty.
Nasty.
I'll put it in the donation. These are those jerseys. Those are obviously saleable. Cool little finds. This is donation. This is donation. This is a Bruins hat. That's saleable. These are donation. These are trash. These go in the scrap. This belt is maybe saleable. This is Nautica. That's saleable. Trash. This is saleable. Little bear. And last but not least, trash. Congratulations. I was like, what do you want? What? Yeah, so. Little Tommy Hilfiger, that's saleable. So basically, we're just looking for like name brand stuff. I don't even think these are prescription. Oh, we'll throw them over here. Name brand, you know, graphic tees. What you would expect to be looking for to sell. Like that's saleable. Spider-Man sweatshirt. These, I mean, like so far these boxes aren't too bad, bro. There's just not, you know, graphic tees and stuff, and
Right.
like this is leather. Is this a designer? You know, this is actually really nice. It's like suede leather or something. We got one earbud in here with the charge still on it. Smokezilla. Some will leave. So it's in there. Got a dime. Trash. There's a purse. This is just gonna be a little pile of trash back here. Somebody might want this single earbud. I doubt it though.
Dude, one of the nicest things got broken. It wasn't our fault, though.
What is it?
It was Nightmare Before Christmas. Christmas globe.
Oh yeah.
The globe smashed.
Is the figures pretty good though still? Could you take the glass off and it'd be like a cool figurine? You know what I'm saying? Because if you could sell it as like a figurine for 10 bucks or $5 or something, I wouldn't worry about it then. If it's like too much of a...
I'm just gonna put it off to the side.
That's sellable, just a blank.
You might be like, oh, it's
Right. Because to me, like, you know, people just like that stuff, like whether it's got the globe or not, you know?
right. No, you're right. It's got a cool look. It's got a cool look.
Right. And I'm always trying to, you know, if we can make a couple extra bucks off of something that maybe we would normally throw away or somebody else might throw away, you know what I mean? Ain't gonna hurt. Doesn't hurt to try.
Okay. That freaking front unit is gonna be
The good one?
what?
It's gonna be the good one?
You're gonna be the best one,
Yeah,
yeah?
you finding some good stuff?
I just found 3 or 4 snow globes.
That's cool.
They're not big ones like that, but it's just my gut is telling me we're gonna find them. They definitely went to the nigger.
I mean, these bags that I'm going through right now are these totes, I think, are from that front unit. You know what I'm saying? So Brian was going through some boxes and he found a bunch of these Nightmare Before Christmas snow globes. They're all branded. They're just cool. Everybody loves Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right,
They're just some toys and little nut, like a nutcracker or something. Some fun stuff. Cool.
but then
A little more value, you know what I mean? So
and then Rando, Woody.
yeah, a little Woody, man. Is that a good one? Is it like
I
an
don't
old
know.
one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it's a... I can't read his feet. It says made in China. Let's see the date. 2017.
Christmas lot. Last winter time. It was one of the last lockers I got.
Right, and it was like, you did good with it, right?
It was a bunch of stuff and it all sold. I believe I even brought some of it to Mansfield our first time we went to Mansfield.
Oh, yeah, you did. I remember that. Some of the stuff is straight trash, so I'm literally going to throw it in trash barrel. I can't even think about donating it. It's got disgusting stains and stuff on it. But we do try to donate as much as we can. Because, I mean, even if we can't sell it, maybe somebody else can use it for something. So we usually drop them in Planet Aid boxes and places like that. We are getting a lot of nice totes out of this. We're good. I got 3 nice empty totes over here, so. We won't keep any of these towels or anything. Let's see if this doesn't have any stains. It's okay. Probably could sell it a couple bucks. This little kid's jacket. Drug rug. Hoodie. Again, sellable probably. It is Iguana Jack. I don't know if that's good or not. These are nasty. Some jeans. Can't read that. Levi's. Those are sellable all day anyways. I always keep jeans. There's always a market for jeans. And when you get them out of a unit like this, we can pretty much sell them for anything we want. So if we're ready to move them along, we can move along. This is True Religion. I think that's pretty good. Little Puma. Lots of kid stuff, but at least it's name brand stuff. Again, always just looking kind of for name brand stuff that we can flip at the flea market or a tag sale. Got another trash bag. What is this? I'm fired? Alright, see you later. Give me your keys. Lock it up.
Lock it up.
Keep going.
In the hottest days of the summer and getting 20 I mean, I definitely felt like I felt like
Right.
imagine if we just worked outside, like,
Right. I mean, I did it for a while, bro. I mean, when I was doing general contracting, we worked some of the hottest days I've ever worked. So,
I like what we do because you get to be, inside.
yo, what is this?
When I first thought it's something to do with women's hair or something.
Nah, it clamps something down.
Okay, I didn't see all those parts.
Clamps something down, and then this thing does something. You know what I mean? Like, push pressure on it. Like a peeler? It's got to be like a peeler or something.
Right.
I don't know. Flea market.
Definitely. So the shittiest locker is going to end up being like, or it's going to clean the lock on the other one.
Right. Right. Thing's alright. Little junk, little vase, but it's kind of cool looking. Yeah, I got some Disney stuff in here. Wouldn't it be cool if this was gold? Some random gold chain just showing inside of a box. Yeah, I don't think so. What does it say? Time and true, definitely not gold. Look, we got some random little box of stuff.
And then that'll make me never want to buy a nice unit again.
That's why I'm. Yeah, I think you're already there. Well, not. You know, it's not about buying a nice unit. It's about paying the right price. No, this is awesome. 2004 Bradford edition. Yeah. We just wanted to buy some stuff, bro, because we are itching. Somebody spent some money on cards. Yo, they spend money on cards, bro. All these cards are so fancy. I'm like, why, man? They just get thrown away. But there's I found more cool Disney stuff. This. Perfume bottle. Kind of cute. We'll take that off. Perfume bottle. Cool. No, I didn't just leave the top on it. Personal picture. Throw this over here. Another perfume bottle. Or oil bottle, whatever you want to call it. That one's cool. I've sold one of these not too long ago. I don't think that's the right thing for it though. Maybe it is. Feels like a little vase or something. Yeah, look at that. A real little guy, a little art glass. Broomsticks. Tablet case. This looks like trash. We'll keep this little key because you never know. This is something else. Flea market stuff. What do you got here? Funko GameStop box. Doesn't feel like that. Feels too heavy. And it is. What is it? Knickknacks. Cool little pewter cloth. Just a little flea market item. Junk. Me plus you equals us. I know my calculus. This says Disney on it. I don't know what that's for, but we'll play with the Disney stuff. Little depression glass, little cleaner, not too bad. Let's put that over here, there's the butter stuff. Another one. Probably figured this one. Whatever. My first tooth. Where's the tooth? Is it in here? Might be a sterling back piece, backing. Little earrings. We'll just keep this in the box. Put this off to the side. We got this trash.
So,
Totes. What's up?
crackhead unit.
Yeah?
I found, you remember those little things that you asked me what they were for? Those little capsule pill things?
You found some crack?
I found, and then there's, they take copper wire and they mash it into a screen and they put it in glass, you know?
Right.
That's what I found at crack
Now we won't ask Brian why he knows so much about crack, but yeah, you're from the streets.
Well, this is not my first crackhead unit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, one of my pets units was
I believe it. They keep everything, so. Which is kind of sad because it's, you know, there's a lot of kids clothes too, so you think of it in that context, you're like, sucks, you know? Now, if you asked me 5 years ago if I'd be digging through bags of clothing, I'd probably tell you no. But here we are. Probably the biggest market right now in like collectibles and stuff is clothing. Clothing and toys. And obviously video games, I mean, but I think that's, anyone that's a reseller knows that. Try to get these totes out of the way first. Bags. Let's do this tote. Sellable Snoopy shirt. A lot of this simple design stuff I might try to sell. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. This one's kind of gross. Not gross, but let's see. It's like a local t-shirt. 2023 t-shirt. You know, I guess these graphic tees are always saleable. You know, always wishing to hit one of these. How cool would it have been if this was a real one, dude? Ice Cube. It would have been like a $400 shirt. I know there's some units tomorrow, dude. We could get that lucky. Never say never.
Goonies never say die.
Yeah, almost the same thing.
That time of year. Goonies time of year.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, Goonies is like summer movie, you know?
This girl was a small girl. Nothing too exciting. Some saleable stuff though, for sure. This is probably the cleanest pile of stuff that I've went through so far out of this unit. American Eagle, that's saleable. Our pile of saleables is alright. We're gonna have a good bag of it. Now remember, we get like $3 a piece, 2 for $5 with our, like, the saleable stuff at the flea market. So we do okay with it. It all adds up pretty quick. It's like one of those things that a lot of storage guys overlook, is actually how valuable clothing is to a lot of people. A lot of guys just donate it. They don't want to do the work. But when you have an outlet like the flea markets that we sell at, I'm never really too mad to see some clothing come out of stuff. Some of these tops and stuff I'm not really sure about. I just going off of what I think somebody would wear. The rest of this can go in a donation, I think.